Hi guys. So let's continue with our key components. So we left at project kit in last video, and the next in line is project management processes. Now this will form most part of this course. So all the project management or PMP certification in particular, or project management practices in general, are composed of project management processes. They will have input, tools and techniques, and certain deliverable. So that's what we are going to learn throughout this course. So you as a project management professional will perform certain duties where you will use some information, some document, certain activities as input. You will process them and produce certain deliverables. So for example, if you get the project charter or some other document, you will use it to create more documents. And in order to do that, you will need to perform certain activities, and that is part of project management processes. So these are the project management processes: initiating process group, planning process group, executing process group, monitoring and controlling process group, closing process group. And if you note, all of that ends with group, because these are not just one activity, these are set of activities. So to initiate a project, you need to perform certain activities which I have mentioned in last video. Similarly, in this group, um, we have certain project management activities which are needed to initiate a project. So that will come under initiating process group. Similarly, we have planning, executing, monitoring, controlling, and for rest of the activity groups. So, and we will talk about them later. So entire project management guide, PMBOK guide, can be divided in two sections. One section is where we talk about all of these knowledge areas, and then we use those knowledge areas and group these activities together to form these groups, which is second part of that PMBOK guide. So I hope you are using PMBOK guide, and in that you will have this uh, section much later in the book. And as I was saying earlier, these are the knowledge areas. So basically, knowledge areas will describe activities and their core foundation, the concept behind them. So let's say we talk about scope management. So what exactly is a scope management? What all things are done there? What all tools and techniques are used to perform scope management? And then we use that information to perform activities here in this group. So let's say we were talking about scope management. Now scope management will fall somewhere between planning and executing. So this is where we will perform scope management. So these are the process groups and these are the knowledge areas. They are interlinked with each other, but for theory, for exam, these are two separate things. But if you're not preparing for PMP exams, and you're only learning it for your job to perform your daily activities, then you should be fine. You just need to understand the concept, how these things are applied in the field of project management. But if you are preparing for PMP exam, you must pay close attention to this difference. There are knowledge areas and there are process groups, and we need to keep that in mind. And then we have project management data and information. So basically, we have this component which deals with data processing and how the information will be handled in a project. And as I have mentioned earlier, project management is a fundamental concept. Things are applied in slightly different ways in different industries and within same industry but different companies, or at times you will find different applications within different teams, even in a same company. So we have to understand the concept and how we are applying each and every knowledge areas in each and every process group to execute or do anything in project. There are certain things which you will have to memorize and remember, especially if you are planning for some exam, but largely it's all about understanding how something trigger an event or a process and how that process or event leads to something else. And last, we have project management business document. So, business case and benefit management plan are the example of business documents Project sponsor is responsible for developing the business case, but as I have mentioned earlier, this is usually delegated and maybe project manager will create. But in many cases, business analysts are also asked to create this document. But project manager or business analyst, whoever is creating this document, they need to make sure that it fits the agenda, which is to satisfy the project need. So that's it for now. In the next video, we will take it forward.